Ever wondered what happens when Star Wars meets the Iron Giant? DreamWorks has just given us a sneak peek into a world where robots roam amid stunning landscapes. But here's a twist. One of these robots looks oddly familiar, yet different in every scene. Imagine the excitement of spotting a robot that could be from your favorite sci-fi movie, but with a twist you never saw coming. It's like trying to solve a puzzle where every piece adds a new layer of mystery. This isn't your average animated flick. It's a mix of two legendary worlds colliding most unexpectedly. Get ready to join us as we unravel the secrets of the wild robot. It's a journey you won't want to miss, filled with surprises at every turn. So, are you ready to dive into this epic mashup adventure? Let's go! Get ready for an epic adventure! The story revolves around a robot named Ross, or Rosum Unit 7134 if you're fancy. At first glance, Ross seems like a mix between BB-8 from Star Wars and that long-lost robot from Castle in the Sky. But hold on, because this robot's got some surprises up its mechanical sleeves. Suddenly, it sprouts limbs and transforms into something straight out of WALL-E with those big, sad eyes that tug at your heartstrings. And that's not all. Its face? Well, it's a bit like Baymax from Big Hero 6, simple yet so expressive. Plus those eyes, they shift colors just like the mysterious Iron Giant. Now imagine hearing a voice saying, "Sometimes to survive you must become more than you were programmed to be." Sounds familiar, right? That's the same vibe we got from the Iron Giant. Seriously, it's like a reunion of all our favorite robots from the past 25 years. Whether it's in design or behavior, Ross tips its hat to every beloved robot in animated movie history. Can you spot them all? So the trailer focuses a lot on Ross the robot, but it kind of forgets about the other animal characters. And they don't even talk in the trailer, even though they're voiced by big-name actors like Mark Hamill and Pedro Pascal. But don't worry, future trailers will probably give these critters more screen time and spill the beans on what the movie's about. Right now, it's like we're getting a sneak peek at the awesome animation and a nod to all our favorite movie robots. It's like the trailer's playing a game of hide and seek, keeping the real story under wraps just like trailers for other movies have done before. Remember how trailers for Wonka and Mean Girls didn't mention there were musicals? Yeah, it's kind of like that mysterious vibe all over again. When Robot Ross first opens her eyes, she finds herself stranded on a remote and untamed island. Questions flood her circuits. Why is she here? Where did she come from? And the biggest one of all, how will she survive in this harsh and unforgiving environment? With no one else around, Ross's only option is to learn from the island's wild and often unfriendly animal inhabitants. But despite their initial reluctance, when Ross takes in an orphan gosling, the other creatures start to soften towards her. Slowly but surely, the island begins to feel like a place she can call home. However, just when things start to settle down, Ross's mysterious past catches up with her, threatening to disrupt the fragile peace she's found. Will Ross be able to face her past and protect her newfound home? Only time will tell as the story of the wild robot unfolds. Now let's talk star power. Academy Award winner Lupita Nyong'o takes on the role of Ross, bringing her to life with all the charm and intrigue you'd expect. And joining her is a stellar cast, including Pedro Pascal as the cunning fox Fink, Catherine O'Hara as the spunky opossum Pinktail, and Bill Nye as the wise old goose Longneck. Plus, keep an eye out for Kit Connor as the adorable gosling Brightbill and Stephanie Sue as the mysterious robot Vajra, who's set to shake things up on the island. Hold on to your seats because the wild robot is bringing together a dream team of voice talents that'll leave you speechless. We're talking about none other than Mark Hamill, Matt Berry, and Ving Rhames, icons in their right lending their voices to this electrifying adventure. But wait, there's more. This movie isn't just about star power. It's a roller coaster of emotions, exploring themes of self-discovery, the delicate balance between technology and nature, and the profound connection we share with all living beings. And who's steering the ship? None other than the genius behind How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo and Stitch, Chris Sanders. With his visionary touch, get ready to be transported to a world where imagination knows no bounds. But let's rewind a bit to where it all began. Peter Brown's captivating novel The Wild Robot took the literary world by storm, captivating readers of all ages. Now it's making its way to the big screen, promising an adventure that'll capture your heart and ignite your imagination. So buckle up and get ready for an unforgettable journey with Roz and her extraordinary friends. The Wild Robot is about to take you on the ride of a lifetime. Come closer and let me tell you a story of wonder and excitement. In the world of the Wild Robot, the colors dance and the drawings come alive, just like in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. But there's more to the story than meets the eye. It's about love, courage, and finding your place in the world. Now, there's a grand return to animation by the legendary Hayao Miyazaki, with stars like Christian Bale, Florence Pugh, and Robert Pattinson lending their voices. And guess who's joining the party? None other than Mark Hamill himself. But wait, there's a showdown brewing at the Oscars. Robot Dreams, Nimona, Elemental, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse are all vying for the top spot. Each brings its brand of magic to the screen, promising an unforgettable journey for audiences everywhere. The Wild Robot marks a triumphant return for Chris Sanders to DreamWorks Animation, where he previously left his mark with hits like How to Train Your Dragon and The Croods. Sanders, alongside Kurt D'Amico, brought us the beloved Lilo and Stitch under Disney's banner as well. Teaming up with Sanders is Jeff Herman, the mastermind behind recent DreamWorks hits like The Boss Baby, Family Business, and Kung Fu Panda 3. Together, they bring a wealth of experience and creativity to the Wild Robot. But they're not alone in this adventure. Raymond Zabak, the genius behind the stunning visuals of Kung Fu Panda, joins as production designer. Heidi Jo Gilbert, known for her work on Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, and The Croods: A New Age, takes on the role of head of story. And let's not forget about Mary Blee, whose editing magic brought to life films like The Boss Baby, Family Business, and How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. With such a talented team, the Wild Robot promises to be a visual and storytelling masterpiece that'll captivate audiences of all ages. In the Wild Robot's trailer, Roz steals the show with its adorable and innocent charm. As viewers watch Roz make friends and explore the island, they can't help but wonder what lies ahead for this lovable robot. Will Roz face heartbreak and sadness like everyone else who feels emotions? It's a worry on everyone's mind. But deep down, they all just want Roz to keep playing with birds and having fun with a deer, enjoying every moment. So here's hoping that Roz's journey is filled with happiness and adventure, with no sadness in sight. Let's cheer for Roz as she explores the world and makes new friends in the Wild Robot. And guess what? Chris Bowers is making history. He's composing the music for the Wild Robot, his very first score for an animated film. But here's the cool part. He's also the first person of color to ever score a DreamWorks movie. Imagine his music will bring the world of the Wild Robot to life, adding all the feels to the story. It's a big deal not just for Chris, but for making sure everyone's talents are recognized and celebrated in the world of movie music. So get ready to tap your toes and feel all the emotions as Chris Bowers makes his mark on the Wild Robot with his awesome music. The Wild Robot holds a special place in DreamWorks Animation's history as it marks the final film to be completely animated by their in-house studios in Glendale. In a surprising turn of events, it was reported that DreamWorks would be shifting away from producing films internally, opting instead to rely more on outsourcing to other studios starting in 2025. This change came after a series of meetings led by Chief Operating Officer Randy Lake, resulting in layoffs and a strategic shift in the company's production approach. According to reports, one of DreamWorks' upcoming films scheduled for release in 2025 will be animated by Sony Pictures Imageworks in Canada, signaling a new chapter for the studio. As the Wild Robot prepares to bid farewell to DreamWorks' Glendale Studios, it leaves behind a legacy of creativity and innovation, while the future promises new collaborations and exciting ventures in animation. Get ready for an amazing adventure with the Wild Robot. Don't miss out when it hits theaters. Subscribe to our channel for all the latest updates and exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Let's make history together. Subscribe now and join the adventure.